Okay, we're side planking, but we're gonna do sort of a beginner entry-level version of side plank. So instead of being up on your feet, you're just gonna be up on your knees. You do need some room on the ground. I recommend a yoga mat for a little bit of elbow padding. And pro tip, you can fold it and double it up so you got a little more padding. So the actual position of this plank, we'll start with hips back, and then when we do lift, we'll bring the hips forward so we're in line. Shoulder, hip, knee, one straight line if I look down. Start on whichever side because we'll end up doing both. Ready? And lift. In this position, keep the hips forward. The common cheat will want to be sinking the hips back, but do your best to bring them forward. Because we're going 30 seconds, if your technique's really starting to fall away from you, I would rather you come down, take a second, and then rejoin us. And then maybe the next round, you're able to do a few more seconds. Quick switch to the other side, and I'm gonna thread my elbow, I'm gonna lift my hips, and I'm in my next 30-second hold. Same rules apply. Hips are staying forward. The other piece to be aware of is your shoulders. You want your chest open to whatever wall is in front of you. So try not to round the shoulder. Coming up on another quick switch. Okay, other side. We get a little break after this round. So again, with that chest, try not to let the shoulder tip forward. So make sure your head is the same direction you want your chest to be facing. Another little piece about that elbow, actively push away. Don't sink onto the elbow here. So really push that elbow away from the ground. Again, you need to take breaks, you take a break and you rejoin us. Okay, we got just a few seconds here. We're gonna start on the other side. Same rules apply. Hips are staying up. Bottom hip is trying to stay lifted off the ground. So let's get set up facing the other direction. We're not gonna go quite yet. Rest, recover. We're halfway through this exercise. Ready? And lift. So, the goal of this is to keep your bottom hip lifted off the mat. The challenge is it will want to sink down like this and sling out toward the ground, so you are keeping it lifted and elevated. We're more than halfway through this 30-second round. And then however you want to do it, coming up, we're gonna do our quick switch. Okay, I'll thread my arm, I'll lift my hips. This is the final round of this side. How great is that? You got it. And your approved modification for me again is I would rather quality than quantity. So if you can do 10 seconds good and then need to sit it out for a bit, do it. All right, switch. Final side. Breathe, you got it. Elbow actively pushing into the ground. Feeling our obliques and the side of our hip working in this one. Last few seconds. Okay. So you made it. That was 1.5 minutes of side planking on each side. The natural progression, once this gets too easy, instead of the knees, we would have our feet and still be in one line, shoulders, hips, feet. But for this version, feet stay back and knees are in line with us. So, hope your core, your obliques got a little bit of work, and this is a really great exercise for the side of the hip as well. All right, if you hung in there, good work. If you needed rest, next time try to get a couple more seconds. All right, see ya.